What's up, YouTube? Counterpunch boxing. Okay, look, I'm gonna keep this video tonight kind of I don't know what you want to call it, unprofessional, whatever. We're gonna go over a few things. First, I want to talk about just my incredible disappointment at the Gennady Golovkin Canelo venue. Oscar De La Hoya today announced T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. What a shocker, right? I mean, I had such high hopes. I mean, right here, you're looking at Cowboys Stadium, and I'm about to show you, because look, I grew up in Dallas, okay? I was born in Galveston, moved back to Dallas, to Arlington, Texas, Sulphur Springs, all right around there, Dallas area. And I was there until I think I was about 8, 9 years old, moved back to Houston. So, like, all my childhood memories revolve around the Dallas Cowboys. Back then you had Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irving, Deion Sanders, the Cowboys, right? Like, when we were little kids, like, I used to dress up like a Dallas Cowboy for Halloween, I mean, just a lot of really good, fond memories there. But so I'm going to give you guys a unique look at now, which this stadium wasn't there back then. But I'm going to give you, like I said, a particular insight, I guess we could call it. Is that a good way to put it? A particular insight that you're not going to get anywhere else. Okay, like I said, you're looking at AT&T right here. Now it'll see. Now it says it'll hold 80,000 people. Okay, T-Mobile Arena, what is it? I believe 20,000 people. Okay, and we're going to get into that and what a huge mistake they're making. But let me show you something. That is the Jumbotron. Okay, now could you imagine you're one of these people over here, right? You got your popcorn, you got your Coke, you got your Gennady Golovkin shirt on, your Canelo hat, whatever. I mean, look, there's not a bad seat in the house. I mean, look at this Jumbotron. This Jumbotron right here. Okay, it is 72 feet high, 160 feet long. It is 60 yards long. This Jumbotron is bigger than like a Home Depot or a basketball court. My point is, there's not a bad seat in the house. I mean, this stadium right here is absolutely huge. I've been to it many times. I mean, it's breathtaking when you see just the engineering. It's like that show on History Channel. What is it, Mega Engineering or whatever they call it. I think this stadium was on that show. But this Jumbotron right here, like I said, there's not a bad. Even the small ones over here are something like I want to say they're like 30 or 20 yards by 20 yards. I mean, see, look, you can count. It's 20 to 20, okay? If you look right here, I know, oh, the pictures, I don't know why they're coming out blurry tonight. I do apologize. But, start at the 20-yard line where it says Cowboys to your left. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 yards long. I mean, that's insane. 11,520 square feet. I mean, huge, right? Let me show you. Now, here's T-Mobile Arena. I don't get it. 20,000 people. The nosebleed seats up here are on such an incline that you feel like you're going to fall down. I mean, this is their little Jumbotron right here. I know, sorry about the bad pictures, but that's their little Jumbotron in the middle. It's probably about the size of, maybe 3/4 of a big screen TV at the movie theater. And by the way, look, guys, don't click off this video. I'm going to tell y'all some really good things here, so I'm going to try to get through it quickly. But, I mean, look at this. This is a basketball court, okay? This is the fucking Jumbotron. I mean, do you see this shit? I mean, could you imagine being a fan with, 80, 90,000 screaming boxing fans, watching this, 72 foot by 160 feet long, wide, what the hell ever, big ass fucking monitor. Oh, it's just like, oh man, I'm telling you, I couldn't wait to go. Like I said, I already called my family. I told them, I said, look, I'm coming to Dallas in September. I'm going to camp out at your house for like a week. I'm getting my press creds. I'm going to cover the fight. I mean, I was really excited. My birthday's in September, so looking forward to it. But Okay, let's move on to Oscar De La Hoya. Okay, enough about that. It's just depressing for me to look at. Here's T-Mobile Arena. Like I said, that is their Jumbotron right there in the middle. That, 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 that. Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah, here's an outside look at the arena. There's an aerial shot right there. There's a couple of chicks right there taking a picture. Here's just another quick picture of AT&T Stadium in Arlington there. Jerry World, as they call it. Okay, where are my damn pictures? Hang on, like I said tonight. Look, this is a freestyle tonight, guys. So bear with me. Oscar De La Hoya. Okay, right here. He goes on Sports Center today to announce the venue. Okay, now what I don't like, and look, I think the media, I think they take it too easy on these promoters, okay? Okay, check this out. You got 20,000 seats, right? 20,000 at fucking what the hell ever T-Mobile Arena, okay? Now, from what I've heard, probably half or more of all the tickets are already gone. They're being dished out and sold and basically, held back for the fat cats of Vegas, the high rollers, the big ballers, right? That means you, the boxing fan, there's not a chance in hell you're going to get into that arena. I could go, I could get my press creds and go, sure, I could, but I'm not going to. Fuck that. I'm not going to Vegas for this bullshit. And there's something going on. There is absolutely no reason for this fight not to be at AT&T Stadium. Look, the Canelo Kirkland fight, okay? Now, I'll tell you, that was probably one of the most exciting, energetic fights I've ever been to. And it was at Minute Maid Park. Minute Maid, that's where the Houston Astros play in Houston, Texas. And there was, let's see, I think there was like 52,000 people there. It's about half the size of Cowboy Stadium. And it was electrifying. It was on HBO pay-per-view. I was actually ringside. I covered that as press. And I think I might put some of that footage on the channel because I interviewed Canelo even back then. He was wearing like a blue jumpsuit. And then I interviewed Kirkland and Oscar. It was, just a really cool couple of days. But yeah, even that arena right there, it's something I'll never forget. And, not Canelo or none of that, just the fans, right? The excitement, the atmosphere, the environment. It was like electrifying. It really was. It was awesome. And I could only imagine, what it would be like at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas. I could only imagine. Like I said, I'm just incredibly disappointed. So, I don't know. Maybe Oscar De La Hoya, he got like some pocket money, some guarantees. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I cannot make any sense. A fight of this magnitude, okay? Look, you, the boxing fans, we are the people we're going to pay for the fight, okay? Your pay-per-view, you watching this video, everything supports the fight, but yet all these rich Vegas assholes are going to be there filling up the seats, shoving popcorn down their throat, why the little guys, while we're sitting back paying for it. So, and look, I get it. I know they're probably going to be paying, $10,000 for ringside. I get that, but still, it doesn't make sense. Just look, do the math, okay? Your average ticket, say it's $100, okay? $100. That means, the average Joe, the working man can go there if it's at Cowboy Stadium, AT&T Stadium. $100, times, 80, 90,000 people. Just do the math. The merchandising, the sponsors, the vendors, the concession stands, all this stuff. It's millions and millions of dollars. And not only that, look, Texas is all about boxing. I'm telling you, all you people out there in LA and New York, Vegas, y'all don't realize, man, Texas is big on boxing, and we needed this. This would have been a turning point, a milestone for boxing had the fight been here. And that's why I'm seriously like nearly in tears. I am incredibly disappointed that this fight is not coming here. Would have been great. Would have been great for boxing. But once again, Oscar De La Hoya and his bullshit. We get the Canelo Chavez. And by the way, he admitted on this show right here, he said, yeah, Canelo Chavez was a dud, a bomb. He's like, look, let's not lie to each other. It was a dud. But he's like, I guarantee you, Golovkin Alvarez is going to be great. It's going to be, a Hagler. I'm so tired of hearing that. It's going to be a Hagler Hearns. Like, I'm really getting sick of hearing that shit. So, but I think it probably will be. But then look, I heard that Jerry Jones didn't even put an offer in because he knew. He's a veteran at this shit. He knew it was going to go to Vegas, so therefore he didn't even put an offer in. Now, I'm sure he probably gave Oscar a roundabout figure because I know they communicated. Oscar's all over the press talking about how he had a meeting with Jerry Jones and whatnot, so I know he probably threw a number at him, but and it's kind of, isn't it odd that, in Dallas you have AT&T, right? One of the biggest cell phone providers. And then in Las Vegas, you got T-Mobile, probably the second or third biggest cell phone and Wi-Fi hotspot providers. Like, I wonder if there's like some kind of competition going there. I don't really know how that works, but, now what Oscar De La Hoya said, let me describe the scene for you. Okay, so you're at T-Mobile Arena, right? You're in Vegas. He said that, the whole Las Vegas Strip is going to be nothing but Canelo Golovkin, and they're going to have, like, closed-circuit TV, 20, 30,000 people, basically filling the streets and, participating in the fight, which is great. I get it. I get that. But, well, check this out. Okay. In Dallas, they have the same thing right there in downtown. But in Houston, when the Canelo Kirkland fight was here, same thing. I mean, all of downtown Houston was like celebrating. I mean, it was like a parade, man. It was awesome. I'm telling you, the environment in Texas is way better than this Vegas bullshit. Like, it's just like, I think it's just a bunch of fat cats. I really do. I truthfully do. So, they even, look, when Canelo came here for Canelo Kirkland, they even had, like, events in the grocery store, in like, Walmart parking lots. Like, I have the videos. Like, I'm going to put this shit on the channel. They would do, like, they had, like, these Mexican people doing, like, different dances and stuff to, to welcome Canelo here to the city and everything. I mean, it was huge. It was an event. I swear, it was like a holiday. So, I mean, that's how Texas is. They don't play around with their boxing, and so yeah, incredibly disappointed. And not only that, Dallas, you look at Dallas, Texas, right by Mexico. I've been to Mexico many times. I usually go to Laredo, or Laredo, Texas is where I cross the border into Mexico. And I'm in Houston. I can get to San Antonio in about 2.5 hours. I can get to Dallas in about 3.5 hours, and I can get to Mexico in about 6 hours driving. If I want to fly, under an hour, 45 minutes, So, but if I hop in my car, which I've done many times, and head down to Laredo, it's about a 6-hour drive. But, so my point is, though, right now in Houston, I believe we have like 7 million people. Okay, so same thing with Dallas. They got a shit ton of people. And in Houston, I believe the Hispanic population it just overshadows, the African Americans, the whites, Caucasians, whatever. So there is a huge, fucking huge Hispanic Mexican market in Houston and Dallas for boxing. I do not understand why this fight is not here. And they talked about it, with the Cotto Canelo fight. They even talked about it there, but again, no deal. Didn't happen. So I don't know. I'm reading my notes here. Yeah, I wrote down probably 5,000 tickets available for the public. Probably 17, I don't know, who knows, 16, 17,000 Vegas rich-ass bullshit fat cats, getting into the arena. So that's what sucks, and like I said, and I might go. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind yet, but I might get my press. I'm getting my press crest. Now, look, check it out. Let me just end it here. I'm just so fucking disappointed. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, but let me end it here. I will get my press creds and I'll go to like a press event. I don't know where they're going to stop it. Probably Dallas, maybe Houston, like they stopped here for Canelo Chavez. I covered that as press. But so I will get you guys a Gennady Golovkin interview. I'll get you the Abel Sanchez interview like I've promised. I will, do that, but and cover the fight that way. But as far as like actually going down to Vegas, I mean honestly, I don't want to. Number one, I just don't want to go to Vegas, number one. I think it should be in Dallas, and honestly, I don't want to promote it by going there. So, like I said, I think Oscar De La Hoya, he constantly talks about putting the fans first, right? He puts me first, you first, the boxing fan. But that's not true. You don't give us Amir Khan and then Canelo Chavez, and then, he's been talking about AT&T Stadium now for the past fucking month, right? Since they announced the fight. And then tell us it's going to be in Vegas. It's like, come on. Now I believe what the Liam Smith Canelo fight was there. It did good, but still, what can I say? Look at this fucking Jumbotron. Come on. You guys do not understand how epic and awesome it would be at AT&T Stadium. Now, by the way, one thing I do, now I encourage you with my last breath, do not buy the pay-per-view. Don't buy it. Don't support this bullshit. Okay, look, support Gennady Golovkin, support Canelo if you're a Canelo fan, but don't support Golden Boy Promotion. Look, they've gotten enough money out of the fans. Canelo Chavez, 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. Okay, they had Liam Smith before that, and then Amir Khan before that. 3 pay-per-view events. This is number 4. These guys are I bet they're approaching $250 million. Bumblebee $1 billion on the last 4 pay-per-views. It's bullshit. And like I said, Oscar, this was his opportunity to give back to the fans. Put it in a big-ass stadium. Let the average Joe, enjoy a night of boxing with his girl or his buddies or his kids or his son. His son that's in the amateurs or, that's just now starting boxing. You know what I mean? That's the essence of boxing, okay? That's the culture. That's the grassroots. That's what needs to be put first, not these big-ass suit and tie motherfuckers in Vegas. So, pisses me off. Here, let me read a couple of comments. These guys, look, all these people here are talking about T-Mobile. Floor seats a bit tight, but comfy to sit on. Snack bar in the price range of what you would find at a movie theater. Oh, speaking of movie theater, I started to mention it and I got sidetracked. I go to AMC Theater. I don't know what local movie theater you guys have, but they're going to have Canelo Golovkin in the theater, like an AMC or, like a Cinemark, whatever. That's where I go because I get in free. So a good friend of mine is a manager of the one right here in Houston. We have an AMC 30, 30 giant ass. Yeah, you guys don't understand how cool Houston is. It's huge. Houston is huge. Absolutely huge. You could probably fit 3 Dallas, Texas inside of Houston. It's huge. So I'm talking about the surrounding area, like Katy, Galveston, But anyway, go to the theater and watch the fight. I think if you're going to have to pay, but it's anywhere between $10 and $20, and it's awesome to watch it on the big screen. So that's one option that, I would encourage you to do because the movie theater gets most of that money. Like if you pay $20, Golden Boy's probably getting like $7 or $8. So, hang on, let's see. God damn it, stop fucking jumping over. I love that so many amazing shows are being held here, but I'm not happy about the steep stairs on the higher sections. Well, like I said, that's pretty much anywhere you go. Beautiful arena, but the lack of drinking fountains is ridiculous. This is obviously done by design to force you to pay upwards of $5. These are just people talking about T-Mobile Arena, so... let's see, this guy sat in a couple of different sections. Really nice seating compared to the MGM Grand Garden Arena, which is a dump, right? A fucking dump, which I've heard it is. Never been there. I don't want to go there. I'm not a big fan of Vegas, as you can see. And not only that, look, fuck these reviews. Let me tell you one more thing. Let me end it here. Okay. the taxes. Okay, look, these boxers, promoters, they're all going to have to pay taxes. What I've heard is they're like a lot higher in Las Vegas than they would be in like a Texas. Okay. So again, it just this doesn't make sense, and I'm already not liking this. I'm already not liking this shit. Like, why would they want to have it here? Okay, it doesn't make sense to me. You know, it's just like I don't get it. I really don't get it. You know, I mean, you can't get the fans in here. You're going to pay more in taxes. You know, really, I didn't hear any kind of you know, I don't know, appeal or whatever you want to call it. I didn't hear a lot of people talking about they wanted to see it in Vegas. I heard a lot of people talking about maybe like the MGM Grand or, you know, here in Dallas. But I mean, seriously, how many people did you hear say, "Oh hell yeah, I want to go to T-Mobile Arena and watch Golovkin Canelo"? I mean, fucking nobody, right? I mean, I don't think I heard one person that said that they want to go see it there. So. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, I'm incredibly disappointed. You know, let me know what you think. Sorry, I'm just in a bad mood. I'm gonna cut it off right here.